Vision Forward's In Focus team presents a demonstration of 4 iPhone OCR apps. KNFB Reader.
KNFB Reader is the first app we're going to demonstrate this afternoon. Again, it does not have a read instantly or short text mode, but again focuses strictly on taking pictures of 8.5 by 11 documents. We'll go ahead and take our phone, start it at the center of our paper, come straight up. Now we're going to use the field of view report that's built into KNFB Reader to help capture our image. We can tap on that button right on our main screen, or we can use the functionality that's been built into the volume keys. We'll go ahead and use the volume down key for our field of view report.
The right top and bottom edges are visible, rotated 3 degrees clockwise.
Let's try that again.
All 4 edges are visible. Not all corners of the page are visible, rotated 3 degrees counterclockwise.
We'll go ahead and try with all 4 edges. Volume up.
Save file.
2 cap KLBAA, semicolon AAA. Marketing Outreach Committee date, December 12, 2019. Attendees, John Smith, Holly Powers, Luke Scriven, Dean of Fellows. 11 cap 1 cap. Topics for discussion, 2020 marketing goals. Increase
Pause button.
The results we got were pretty accurate. There was a little bit of random characters in there, and that could be because when we did our field of view report, we heard all 4 edges were visible, but not all 4 corners. So to get the best results, there's 2 things I typically recommend. Number 1, have good color contrast between your document and the table you are doing it on. In this demonstration, I'm actually not following my own rules. I have white paper on a white table. And point number 2 is make sure it says all 4 edges and all 4 corners are visible. Now, I don't always follow that rule either, because sometimes it can take a long time to try to get a perfect field of view report. But just be aware that if you don't get a perfect all 4 edges, all 4 corners, you might get some random characters in your document. KNFB Reader can also do multi-page documents. And so we will demonstrate what that looks like when taking a picture of more than one document. We'll back out of this screen, back to our main screen.
Picture button.
Right on our main screen here, we're going to choose multi-page mode.
Tilt guidance, switch button. Multi-page mode, off button. Multi-page mode, on.
We'll go ahead and turn that on. And now we're going to follow the same steps that we did when taking a picture of a single document. We'll start with our camera in the front, middle of our page, come straight up, use our volume down key in order to get our field of view report.
The right, left, and bottom edges are visible, rotated 2 degrees counterclockwise.
Let's go ahead and see if we can get a better.
All 4 edges are visible. All corners of the page are visible, rotated 1 degrees counterclockwise.
Volume up.
Take picture multi-page mode, 1 picture is taken button.
Our first picture is taken. We'll go ahead and now slide over to our second page, and we're going to follow the exact same steps again. Center of our document, bring our phone straight up, volume down key for field of view.
The right and bottom edges are visible, rotated 2 degrees counterclockwise.
Try that again.
All 4 edges are visible. All corners of the page are visible, rotated 6 degrees counterclockwise.
Volume up. We've now captured 2 images. We could continue following those same steps to capture more pages, but because we are done, let's go ahead and swipe over and find the Process Multi-Page Session button.
Field of view report. Take picture multi-page mode. Process multi-page session button.
We'll go ahead and double tap.
Save file button.
S to the power of 3 add 5.
Save file dimmed button.
SUIFJN.TITRD at FCLRSCL. T1 SAG
Save file. Pause button.
Cap RTTFRTR cap. Excerpt from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, August 23, 1963. Let us and so dream. I have of its equal, not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficult.
And again, we do have a little bit of mistake and some random characters at the top of that document. So again, just making sure you've got good contrast, making sure you're getting all four edges, all four corners, and that should give you the best results possible.
Seeing AI.
We have our Seeing AI app set to short text channel. Again, our camera is live. Anything that we point our camera at will be spoken out loud. We have a test document here. We'll take our phone, point it at our document.
Clients. A committee. 2019. Shin. Goals. The overall number of clients served by 20%. Nels. New radio channels.
We can hear that the text was spoken out loud. Again, anything that the camera saw, it wasn't exactly accurate. It wasn't something that you would want to read an entire document with, but I was able to see and tell that this was an agenda for an upcoming marketing committee meeting. So again, something very easy to check out what this document was. But if I actually wanted to read the entire document top to bottom, a nice accurate representation, then I'm going to switch over to document mode. So we're going to try a different document here. We're going to switch over to document mode. We'll follow the prompts and see if we can get a nice picture of this.
Channel, short text document. Bottom and left edges not visible. Bottom edge not visible. Hold steady. Processing. Back button.
We now have a visual display of what text was taken from this document. Because I have VoiceOver running, I can use VoiceOver gestures to review what is on this document.
Scan result. Heading. Excerpt Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream bullet speech 8/23/1963 said us empty in the valley of despair, I say to today, friends.
Now, if I'm not a VoiceOver user or I'd rather not have VoiceOver read it, Seeing AI does have its own built-in text-to-speech. Down in the bottom left, I'll try my play button.
Play button. Pause.
Body, font family, Arial, font size, 12 points. Excerpt Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream to the Power of, speech August 23, 1963 CAT us empty in the valley of despair, I say to today, friends, and so even though face the difficulties.
Play.
And if I need to change the visual display,
Increase font size
I can
button.
also use the increase and decrease font size button.
Increase font size.
Can make it larger.
Increase font size.
Each tap of that increase font size will increase the size of our text. Lastly, Seeing AI has a really cool feature that they still say is in preview, but I think it does a pretty good job, and that's handwriting recognition. Now, we've all known that most of the time OCR does not do handwriting. That's always the first question is, can I take a picture of handwriting? And usually the answer has been no, but with Seeing AI, the answer is yes, we can. So we have a document here with some handwriting. We're going to go ahead and change Seeing AI into its handwriting channel.
Channel, person, currency, scene preview, color preview, handwriting preview.
Now we've got a live camera view. We're going to point it at this document. We're going to go ahead and tap the Take Picture button and see what kind of results we get.
Take Picture button. Processing. Can read handwriting.
Can read handwriting, so that's not bad. It may have left off a word or two, but for the ability to take a picture of handwriting, that's pretty good results.
Envision AI.
Envision AI does give us two ways to access print using our smartphone. First, let's take a look at the Start Reading Instantly. This will allow us to just point our camera at text and it'll begin reading back whatever the camera sees. We'll go ahead and tap our Start Reading Instantly button.
Stop reading instantly.
The camera is now live. We'll point it at our document.
Eco ASE. Natimber of links served by 20% Nels TV channels at Envision T YouTube channel for assistive technology Jinfocus. 1 committee Al's overall number of clients served by 20%.
Start reading instantly.
And tapping that Start Reading Instantly a button, again, will stop that function. Now, it was accurate in that it was reading what text and letters that it saw, but as you could tell, it was really only good for identifying what this document was. I wasn't really able to get accurate and reliable information from the Read Instantly function. If we're looking to actually read an entire document and really get a good sense of what that document says, then we're going to want to use document mode. So we'll go ahead and tap the document reading button.
Red document button. Take photo.
Now we'll go ahead and start our camera in the center, bring it up.
Not all edges are visible. Not all edges
And we'll go ahead and tap Take Picture.
Take photo. Processing.
Now processing our image. Envision AI does tend to take a little bit longer. We now have our results on the screen, and we can use voiceover gestures to go ahead and read through our document. One thing I've noticed with Envision AI is that I do tend to get some gibberish at the top of the document. And what I think it is it's picking up the pattern on our table and thinking that that's text. So I'm going to swipe through a little bit of that gobbledygook on top, and then we'll see if we can get some accurate results from the text.
I word and dude. T from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech 963. Not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends. A dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slave
And so now we can get some better accurate representation of that text. Now, if you're not a voiceover user or you'd like to use Envision AI's built-in text-to-speech, there is a play button down in the bottom left corner, but I'm unable to get that feature to work on my device. I've tried uninstalling and putting the app back on, still unable to get that playback to work.
Voice Dream Scanner.
Scanner by VoiceStream is another great option that we can use to access print using our smartphone. Again, Scanner does not have a read instant or a short text mode, but it is more designed for taking pictures of full 8.5 by 11 inch documents. As you can see through our demo here, you're going to find that it is very fast and very accurate. We have our device. We're ready to start by putting it in the center of our document, lifting about 12 to 16 inches, getting a nice solid loud tone. We're going to go ahead and tap right in the center of the screen on Image Preview.
Image Preview. Image Preview.
Took our picture.
Play button.
And we have
Adjustable.
almost instant access to the text that it pulled off from that document. As a voiceover user, we can use our gestures to go ahead and move through and read this document. Or if we want, we can just tap the play button and use Scanner's built-in text-to-speech. We'll tap play.
2020 Marketing Goals, O, Marketing Channels, S, Larim Zip 913R, Marketing Outreach Committee Date, December 12, 2019, Attendees, John Smith, Holly Powers, Luke Scriven, Dana Fellows, Topics for Discussion, Increase the overall number of clients served by 20%, O, Find 2 new radio channels, O, Advertise on.
So for a little bit more complex document with some bullet points and sub-bullet points, it's done a very accurate job on giving me a good representation of what print was on that document. From this screen, we can go ahead and either save this if we want to play it back in the future, or we can discard it.
Discard. Keep. Discard. Button.
Besides the ability to take pictures of single pages, Scanner by VoiceStream also allows us to do batch mode. This is great when we're wanting to read multi-page documents, or if you were scanning in multiple pages of a book or magazine. We'll go ahead and turn batch mode on right from the main screen.
Batch mode off, but batch mode on.
Now that batch mode is on, we're still going to capture images in the same way. So we can go ahead and start with our camera in the center of our document, lifting straight up, waiting for that nice solid tone. We'll go ahead and tap Image Preview.
Image Preview.
Our first picture is taken. We'll move over to our second document, repeat the same steps. Let's get a nice sound there. There we go.
Image preview.
We've now taken pictures of 2 of our pages. Right on this main screen now we can see which documents we've taken pictures of, page 1 and page 2. We can either keep, save those. We can also clear them out if we're not happy with them. And we can also clear out single pages and retake them. If we want to read the document, we can start with page 1.
Page 1.
Bring it up,
Play
and
button
again, use
adjustable.
either voiceover gestures or the built-in play button, and it'll begin reading. We'll tap play.
Since Wuzuzai 1413N, excerpt from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, August 23, 1963, let us not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends, and so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
And we'll go ahead and pause that again. Right from this speaking screen, there are some options for changing our voice, and we can also save or discard our document here.